Hello, everyone, and welcome to another pick a card reading. I know these things are so popular, and I thought the New Year's would be an amazing opportunity to make another video like that. And I have these gemstones here to help us choose the cards as well, so I think it's gonna be an interesting video. I hope you like it. So, as I said, the theme of this reading, this pick a card reading, is going to be New Year's. And we're actually going to pick 2 cards for each option. So you're actually going to be picking 2 cards at the same time. And the first card will tell us about what you have learned from 2018. And the second one will reveal what's to come in the upcoming year. So I'm just going to do some shuffling now before we get started. And I will also show you the gemstones that are going to help guide your intuition to pick the card that is right for you, or the cards that are right for you. So the first one, trying to show it to the camera, but it's not that easy. Well, it's called turquoise, and this is a gemstone. Well, you know what? Actually, I'm going to tell you about the symbolic qualities or meanings of the gemstones after we have done the picking. So this is going to be for the first option. The red agate is going to be the second one. And the third one is this crystal. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's really pure. It's white. Kind of has an opaque quality to it. And the fourth one is the tiger's eye. So let's jump into the reading. I'm going to fan the cards. And so let's see the one for turquoise. I'm going to actually be using the stone to do the picking. So this is the first card, what you've learned. And the second. All right. Next one. With the red agate. too. Okay. By the way, if you already know which gemstone you're connecting with, you can jump to the video right away, but I recommend watching this part as well because it will help you in the intuitive process of picking. Okay, the first one. And the second one. All right. And finally, for the tiger's eye. All right. All right. So let's start with option A, or option number 1, turquoise. And turquoise is about unleashing creativity, unapologetic and courageous, brave creativity. So let's see how that connects with the cards. All right. So we have the Ace of Swords in reverse as the card to tell us about what you have learned from this past year. And the Ace of Swords reversed can mean for example, it can mean a lack of inspiration, not being connected with that part of your existence that is, able to come up with new creative solutions. So it's actually a lack of flexibility and a lack of being able to find your way out of a complicated situation. So what you've learned is that you are kind of paralyzed when it comes to using your creative mind power at the moment, that you're not as connected as you would like to be in that regard, and that you need courage, like I said, with the analysis of the turquoise. You need courage to be able to move forward and to come up with ideas that are gonna create prosperity in your life, because that's what I'm seeing here in the future for the upcoming year. We have the 10 of Pentacles here, and the 10 of Pentacles is about having a safety net in the material sense mainly. So when it comes to resources and finances also, possibly. So in order to achieve this connectedness, this security, this safety, you will need to find a way to reconnect with the experimenting or the experimental side of yourself. That side of yourself that feels free to come up with outside of the box ideas and solutions that no one has ever thought of. So, and the turquoise, by the way, could be a great stone for that, to accompany that desire or that goal that you're trying to manifest. So, connecting with your intuition and your intellect, reconnecting, rekindling that connection is going to be the main theme of next year. Number 2, the red agate. The red agate is about energizing the body and the soul. So it's about raising energy levels, and it has very positive effects on the heart, allegedly, and it helps you focus your energies and not waste any time and energies on things that are non-productive. So it helps you focus, and it gives you this power, this strength to say no when necessary. Now we have 7 of Cups as what you've learned, as the lesson of last year, and we have the 9 of Wands for the upcoming year. So this red agate is actually trying to warn you in a way, and the warning is, do not overextend yourself next year. You might be feeling inclined or urged or nudged in that direction to take on more than you can handle, because the 7 of Cups is telling me that this past year your perspectives have opened up, that you have realized that you have a lot more options than you originally thought, and that creates an excitement and also a sense of urgency to participate in more things, to bite off more than you can chew, to overextend yourself, to spread yourself thin. And the 9 of Wands here in this scenario is a warning to be focused and remain focused on preserving your energies, because it seems like there really is a lot going on, and it's wonderful that a wider spectrum of possibilities has opened up for you. But on an energetic level, you need to be really careful, because it seems like you need to be protective of your boundaries. And as I said with the description of the gemstone in the beginning, it's important to learn to say no. Number 3, the name of this stone escapes me, but I remember that it's a stone for emotional purification. Maybe you could help me in the comment section. If you know what it's called, please let me know. I think it's some sort of a crystal, but I just cannot remember right now what it's called exactly. And so it's about emotional healing and emotional purification. So let's see how that connects with our reading. So we have the King of Cups and the Two of Wands in reverse here. So the King of Cups is one of those cards that is, a typical emotional healing, emotional maturation card. So that's a really good sign. This year has taught you how to express your emotions in a more mature, more productive way, and how you can work in the interest of other people without necessarily wanting to please them. So I'm seeing, or I'm sensing, this new persona emerging, which is not a people pleaser. Instead, it's someone who has people's best interest at heart, and that sometimes involves being tough and saying no to certain things, either for the purpose of preserving your own sanity or in order to protect other people from themselves even. So the King of Cups emerging is telling me that you're on a path of emotional liberation from society's false values, and you're on a pathway to the Two of Wands in reverse energy, which is the Two of Wands upright would indicate distance, and it would indicate a firm grasp, a necessity. Sorry, I can't speak. So an urge to take control, basically, of your own situation, of other people, of your life. And so when it's in reverse, it's about learning to let go of things, learning to not control, not micromanage every situation, and accepting life, even if it's not as pleasant and not as sunny. So you're learning about really important things here, and this stone can be a wonderful companion on this journey as it promotes emotional healing and finding the truth, the core truth of every situation. So, option 4, number 4, the tiger's eye. The tiger's eye is all about taking the initiative and raising your level of confidence. So let's see how that ties into what we have here for you. Alright, so that's interesting. So what you have learned from this year with the Three of Wands and what you're learning about in the upcoming year with the Queen of Pentacles. You are on a journey to learn how to be a leader to other people. That's why you picked this stone as well. You were intuitively drawn to it because it has this strength, this almost royal strength. And what you have learned from this year, from 2018, is that you're able to see the bigger picture, this global context of what your life is and how your plans are going to pan out. It indicates expansion of ideas and an expansion of movement, so traveling also perhaps. And it's a card of realizing that every action that you take, because it's wands, so it's a fiery card, every action you take has an important consequence. So even the small actions, they all amount to something, some sort of a result in the future. And this year has taught you to really look at your actions in the grand scheme of things and realize that even the small ones, deciding not to wake up early, for example, one day, or postponing things or procrastinating, can have a detrimental effect. Or vice versa, if you decide to do some small act of kindness for another human being, that can have a very positive effect that might be, manifesting in your life, maybe later on and in a much bigger way. And the Queen of Pentacles is pointing towards building wealth, so establishing yourself and your financial security and working towards your financial freedom. So it seems like you will be able to utilize what you have learned regarding last year in a very practical way, very level-headed, and very determined, goal-driven. That's who the Queen of Pentacles is. She's very, very much concerned with preserving values and creating new values, but at the same time she's also focusing on sharing the wealth. So you're driven by this motivation to stabilize yourself and to also be able to give to others. And next year is going to be all about realizing this goal. Thank you for watching. Thank you everybody for watching this video. And I hope to see you in my next one.